Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Massivesims and I am here today in build mode. Of course, we are creating the classic family home, or personally I'd like to call it the Collins family home. You may have seen this family on the channel. That's the last video I did. So you might want to go check that out and find out a little bit about them before I go into this build. So you can pause the video and you can go back and find out what happened, who they are as a person, as a family as well, and see how I portray them in this build. So this house is specifically for them. I try to, give them a look that suits them, make it more personalized for their sake. I wanted it to feel homey for them based on their personalities, their traits, stuff like that, the things that they're into. So as I said, you can go ahead and watch that video before you come and watch this one. So um, I just want to say thank you so much so far for everyone who's been commenting. I know it's not a lot or anything, but I'm really, really grateful for all of you who are subscribed and who keep watching, those who like, those who don't like, even those who comment. I'm just overwhelmed and I'm grateful for the support. So getting into the build, yeah, I really wanted to branch out. I mean, the last build that I did was similar to this one. I think it was 2 bedrooms or 3 bedrooms, and yeah, it was a moderate family home, and I really wanted to branch out. So this is a 3 bedroom home and 2 baths. So it's a 3 bed, 2 bath, nice kitchen. I wouldn't say the same about the dining room because it's not really a room, it's only a section of the kitchen, and you'll see that sooner than later. Speaking of the dining room, now this staircase was giving me a heck of a problem. So I was trying to, fit it up perfectly so that it would fit like a slotted way in how I wanted it to be. I didn't want it to cramp the kitchen, and I didn't want it to be so many spaces. I didn't want it to be too spacious, right? So I wanted it to be like a moderate, space in between. So that staircase gave me a hell of a problem. So what I did was just scrap it for a second, went through with the kitchen and everything. Then I, placed the stairs and see how well it was gonna work out. Because as you can see, I had a bit of a problem how it was working out with upstairs. Like the second floor was very much, it wasn't giving, and I really wanted it to be centered. I really wanted the second floor to be centered around that staircase because, without all of that, it would just look like a whole mess, and we did not really want that. So into the kitchen now. We are here trying to figure out how the layout would be, placing things in their respective places. And I really wanted a dark furniture-esque kind of thing. I really wanted it to seem rich and authentic. I really wanted to portray this family as, yes, that family, that black family that, I really wanted to give them that. So I tried my best to, give them dark furniture that, fit their style and stuff like that. This area here, I really wanted that to be a kitchen. Not a kitchen, I mean our bedroom, but I decided that since the second floor was so big, I would just put 2 bedrooms up there and only 1 bedroom down here. And I totally forgot that we needed a living space. We did not have a TV space where they could sit down and watch TV or watch a movie, something like that. So I really wanted that to happen. I forgot totally about that. So I ensured afterwards to, you know, change up the floor plan a little bit so that we can have space for a TV room. We're still here in the kitchen trying to clutter this place, but not too much because, we don't want to end up not using the counters and stuff. So I tried my best to use things that I did not use or things that I don't normally use. For instance, the refrigerator. I just normally use the go-to one, that white refrigerator that came with the base game and stuff like that. That one, that tray there on the counter that I put for, you can make your lemonade and stuff like that. So here we are with the the dining section. It's not really a room or anything. I really wanted it to be more like spacious in a way, because if I placed the dining table in the hallway, like it's a long hallway right there, it goes all the way to the back of the house, and there's nothing there. And I really wanted to put something, I don't know what I should put there. I was thinking maybe we could put the dining table right there, but trust me, it would look so cramped and it just would not work. I was thinking maybe we could, put some like a table or a gaming table, something of the sort. We're working our way right here at the entryway where I tried to, I said instead of the photo, let's put a mirror, because you're just leaving out or coming in, so you want to know how you look, how you've been looking for the day, and if there's something on your face that you need to wipe off or something. So I tried my best to portray that in this area of the home. I tried to clutter up right here this section with some things that I thought would be necessary, a coat rack, stuff like that. I thought of putting a shoe rack as well, but um, yeah, it just didn't work out. It just didn't like make it to the bill. So right in this section right here, I really wanted to put something. It was just so empty and it was just not giving. Like there was nothing there. And I really wanted something to be there, It was so empty, and I'm so sorry about maybe you guys if you do plan to download this. It's on the gallery. I did put it up under the hashtag Massivesims under the EA ID, under yes, the EA ID or gallery ID. It's at Massive Senior. So you might want to check that up if you want to download the build, of course. Yeah, so speaking of which, just really want to branch out making more builds and stuff like that to put on the gallery. You might be seeing another build coming up before the weekends. I'm not sure about that though, but it's something important and it's for a let's play I've been doing for a short while now. You'll definitely see that when it comes out. I really need your full on support, and you guys should let me know the things that you want to see. Let me know. I'm open to any ideas that you want. Please let me know. I want you to be inclusive on this channel here. Yeah, so in this living room area, I try to use these couches I've never ever used in my entire time of playing The Sims 4. I've never used them. Because the reason is, there's so, like the wooden part on that chair, like going on the board and stuff. I just think that it's so uncomfortable. Like imagine sitting in a chair like that that's wooden. Like it's so tough and it just looks so hard. Like it does not look comfortable to me. So I never ever use um that couch in The Sims 4. I've never ever used it. So I tried to branch out. This bunk bed, I've never used it either. Never in that swatch either. So I tried my best to branch out, to try use things that I've never used before. Try to clutter this room. I don't normally like clutter because for one, it looks tacky in a way. To me, it does not match up with the vibe that I'm going for when I'm playing my Sims family and stuff like that. So it does not match the vibe that I'm going for. So and then again, like too much things on a lot. It slows down my game personally. Like I can see a little bit of glitching in a sense, but not a lot. It's just a small amount, and I really want that to change and stuff. So I tried to clutter Justin's room according to how I think that he is. We already explained that in the creator sim, so you might want to check that out. So I did put some stuff there that would portray him as a person. Right, so moving on to this bathroom. I think this bathroom would be more of I wouldn't say ensuite because no, it's not an ensuite, but I think he would be the person mostly to use this one because there is one ensuite in the parents like right beside the parents room, and they can just go ahead and use that one. And there is no mirror in this bathroom. I'm just noticing and remembering that right now. So you might want to just plop a mirror in there. Maybe I could have tried a better way to fit things in here, which includes the mirror. I totally forgot about that, but you guys can do that if you'd like. Yes, so we're going upstairs. I thought of putting a fireplace right there where you can see over the right hand corner. So I tried to do that, and it like didn't make any sense to me. So I removed it in the end, of course. It just didn't make any sense, right? So right here I'm removing the fireplace because it's just, as again, it just doesn't make any sense, right? So right here I'm trying to remove it and everything, and right, I don't know, like it just wasn't giving. And plus there isn't an actual fireplace there, so I thought that that just made no sense to me and stuff. So yeah, so upstairs was a bit of a challenge because this right here, what I'm working on now, is the parents' room, and I really wanted them to have the en-suites, right? Um, of course, maybe I could have changed it to the other bedroom on the other side, on the opposing side right there. You might have seen it. So, I really should have tried to make an ensuite over on that end, but I didn't. So this is the parents' bedroom that I'm working on, and I really wanted them to have the ensuite, because why not? But the room was so cramped, and it was just so tiny, and I really did not think that the bed would fit in there. So right now I'm spinning around, trying to find a way how I'm gonna make this work. I eventually did. I didn't change up anything like where the floor plan is concerned with whose room is whose. So I had that stay the same, and I didn't change anything about that. Right. So I'm just fitting in everything right now, and I was just remembering something about when The Sims 4 had a promotion thing where they gave away The Sims. I think it was the base game for free, and everyone was on a rant about how it's unfair to people who bought it and had to spend so much money, but now people are getting it free and they don't have to pay, and it's unfair and stuff like that. But, you know, being a person who has not paid for any other game, like, you have in-app purchases and stuff like that. I have never, because I've always seen it as a waste of my money. Even though it's not necessarily a waste, because you are getting value for your money at some point, you are getting to use the game overall, so it's not a waste of money. But to be clear, I want to say that I'm so happy that The Sims 4 did that, because it opened branches for other players. It opened branches for people who don't even recognize like how The Sims work and stuff. So they are getting acquainted with how The Sims 4 works. So it was just an eye opener for me, because many people, right? Many people have not played The Sims 4 because of the money that it's been priced for. Of course, it's a lot of money. Many people do not have this money, and as a Jamaican, yes, I'm Jamaican. I'm sorry if I didn't tell you this before, but I am Jamaican, and in a place like where I live, games are really seen as something that's, I wouldn't say unnecessary, but if they're paid for, then it's not necessarily worth it. Like, I mean, I'm a teenager and I have never paid for any game in my life. I've never paid for anything. I've always tried to, find a workaround, if you know what I mean, to avoid paying for it. But I mean, why should we have to pay for? But on the other hand, I'm just so happy that I have the game and stuff, so I don't have to worry about stuff like those. I'm just so happy that I have it, because Sims 4 is such a wonderful game. Of course, many other things that I'm missing because I do not have all the packs, as you guys might have noticed. I do not have all them packs. So I would not be doing like certain things that would require those packs as well. But moving on to Stephanie's bedroom. So this bedroom was highly, you know, top radar, and I tried to go all out for her because, she deserves it. Right? So speaking like I just remembered to tell you something. Like this build was highly inspired by my favorite builders. I cannot choose one who's my like ultimate favorite. I can only choose them all. I'm gonna like, so you have people like Simlisi, you have people like Aveline, that's Rosa, you have people like Lil Simsy, did I say Ocean Sims? Urban Sims, that's Jen. You have people like Miss Griffey, Deligracy, James Turner. You guys should definitely go and check out their channels, because if you have not already, there are so many great builders out there, and I love how they portray their building skills in The Sims 4. I really love how they branch out on different type of builds and stuff like that. They kind of give us a paved way of how things work. So this was highly inspired by Lil Simsy and Urban Sims. So I want to give a good shout out to them. You guys could go and check out their channels. I'll link it in the description if you'd like. So moving on to the roofing, we're here trying to, roof this build. Um, it was, I wouldn't say it's a challenge because it was very much straightforward. There's nothing to it really, but most times people find the roofing of their homes the challenge of it all. But it wasn't so hard for me. But I really must say that I'm proud of this build, but not 100% because that open space in the hallway was so, it was. I should have known better to like fix it up in a different way because that was just terrifying. Um, but yeah, like this build is, really good. I really enjoyed building it and stuff like that. The people are in the front right there. I couldn't find a better way to like get rid of them and stuff. So I had that done. I did put a pool in the backyard. Yes, I did put a pool. Because I think that, in a neighborhood like this, why not have a pool? You have these nice homes, and everything. So yeah, I tried to furnish this place, like giving it some lush green grass and plants and stuff like that to, top off the look and everything. Right? So I really want to, branch out. Like I want to use this what do you call it? Like this platform thing, like in The Sims where housing schemes, right? Housing schemes where all the homes look the same but not necessarily the exact same, like they're similar and stuff. So I really want to do that with Newcrest. That's what I'm getting into. So I really want the homes to look almost suburban, and I really want them to look this like similar in a sense, like the plants would be the same, the walkways, the types of roofings, and the paneling on the houses. I really want them to look the same and feel the same, but not necessarily all the same, if you know what I'm saying. I'm trying to do this thing here that I see EA do all the time in their builds, or most of the time, but I had so much of a problem. I don't know why. Maybe it's because of the platform, not platform, the foundation, right? I was just so upset with it because it wasn't working in my favor, and I was trying so hard to do it, but it wasn't working. It worked on one side of the house but not the other, right? So I tried my best to do this thing here, to make it look more realistic, because dirt, it just looked plopped on on the ground without being built. I want it to look like it was built there, and not just thrown onto the ground, right? Right here we're just trying to fill in some of these empty spaces with some of these green plants, these flowers and stuff. This back patio, not much of a patio, but more of like, a walkway kind of thing. So I tried to portray that right there, putting on some lights and stuff to, enlighten the place when night comes. This is a first, right? This is a first. Like I've never done a like two-part to, what do you call that? Like, I've never done like one section, one color on the bottom and another color at the top. I've never done that on a home. So I've just been branching out, as I've said. I've just been trying new things to see how they come out. Of course, not everyone might like them, but I really think that this build was a good one. I'm really comfortable with how I, you know, did it, like how I incorporated everything that needed to be, right? So I found that really exciting. The next, I really want to try some, starter homes. For one, I may never be doing any like mansions and stuff like that. I did one before. Like that was just for me though, to like test out how I would, you know, how I would manage if I was doing like stuff like that. So I tried doing a mansion one time. It was about 6 or 7 bedrooms. I think it was six. I think it was six, right? Like with, it was just a lot of things, things that I've never used in The Sims 4 before, like the ping pong table. I've never used that. There are just so many things. Like when you build larger homes, you just have to find a way to fill it up. I had an in-home gym, pool. I had bars, like a bar table and stuff like that. Bar. It was just a lot. So many things. And even speaking of, I had even a, not dungeon. What do you call that? A basement. Why was I thinking of dungeon? But anyways, I had a basement in there. I don't think the basement gets the latter amount of recognition that it deserves. Like basements are a really cool feature in The Sims 4, and we didn't get them until like later down. Like they didn't come exactly like with the base game. They came after, like in an update. So I was thinking maybe we could do like a basement thingy, like try to utilize the basement. And right, so I was thinking maybe we could do that, stuff like that. Moving on to the backyard, this is where we'll be putting our pool. I really love like how I'm matching the fencing and stuff like that. So as I said earlier, I really want to try to make the homes look the same or look alike in a sense, right? So I really wanted to do that and see how everything would turn out in this neighborhood. We can possibly take a large tour to tour all the homes once more when all the lots are filled up with things and homes. So yeah. So just putting on down some pool lights, trying to illuminate the place. Like, you don't want to make it too dark when the night comes, right? So we're just putting down a little bit of lights and stuff like that to make the home a little bit more glowy and stuff. Putting down this what do you call this? The stair thingy, pool stairs pool to put in the pool, because no, we don't really necessarily need it. I was gonna say we need it, but we don't need it because like it was an updated feature, or it was in the other Sims game that they had to have that pool ladder unless they would die like in the pool. So I tried to, portray that in this build, right? To put that in here to see how it would put. But guys, if you like the video, enjoy the screenshots and stuff like that, and tell a friend to tell another friend, and I'll see you all next time. Bye guys.